Hey man, you need to hear this. If you're looking for fast, cheap, and reliable MUT coins, I highly recommend to check out my sponsor, DMC, Discount MUT Coins, and use code 187 for 10% off at checkout.
Orleans Saints. And here we go. The kick is off. It's going to be Vis getting the ball to start the game. Jones from the 15, past the 12, takes a big hit at the 27. Let's start out with some hard-hitting football playbooks for NickHacko.
NickHacko, West Coast, you would think, escape artist, pass the ball, but not really. He's taking the more AKG approach, gonna use bunch, but run the ball a lot.
On the flip side, Vis, Raiders offense, no surprise.
Oh yeah, that's run all day. They have a ton of running sets, and you are just gonna see Clinton Portis nonstop.
And you can see both these guys, they're locked in. They know that they have a chance, not only at some extra money with this win, but do you start to think maybe could I win that $100,000 prize in December?
I mean, why not? You're here. It's every game, just one game at a time. Whoever wins this game is going to ride the momentum, and yeah, definitely.
Vis and NickHacko here in the Saints Club Championship Final. So happy to have everybody along with us out in Twitch chat. Happy Thursday, what I call the beginning of football weekend. We'll be with you all the way up to Thursday Night Football with a whole lot of Madden action today. And then we come back tomorrow with 3 club champions.
Oh, I can't wait. And I just want to note something. Remember, 2 nasty streaks for Vis. I haven't really seen many people do it, so I'm looking to see, okay, they both are on the right side here. If they get hit by a secondary player, they are going to the ground. Can't wait to see what he does.
Now, Matt Schaub at the helm. The veteran, the former Virginia Cavalier. But the man that's going to be getting the ball, it's going to be Clinton Portis, who's on his left hip. Handoff to Portis. Defense on the inside, only giving up a yard.
Great run D. I do want to note, NickHacko has 4 amazing linebackers. Clowney, Lewis, Taylor, Telvin Smith, all about above 90 overall. Troy Polamalu usering. He has a lineup built to stop the run. He probably knew Vis was going to run, and nasty streaks are going to be difficult, but he does have the team to stop it.
Can Vis get those double nasty streaks rolling? Again, we won't see those for the North Divisions beginning in December, so this is sort of the last ride for Nasty Streak, and Vis is going to try to get to the club championships in December.
Interesting timeout right there to start the game. So, just looking, he has Delvin, he has a Bush at linebacker. A lot of people, that fullback, I'm sorry, a lot of people put linebackers at fullback, mainly for the speed and also the impact block. You're not really going to pass. I don't think Vis is really going to pass much at all, so might as well put some fast athletic players that can block to help his run game.
You're not seeing Matt Schaub airing it out today?
I don't believe so, unless maybe there's a run commit happening. We are going to see run for Vis.
We can't take those timeouts to the second half. Might as well use them as I formation. Clinton Portis at the top of the I. Akins in motion from right to left. It's Portis left side. So far, NickHacko's defense standing tall.
Yeah, great run D. I seen a dive right there. I think he ran it to the wrong direction. Usually when you have a right-handed quarterback, you want that to start off to the right side. It was a little bit slower of an animation than you typically would want with a dive. And not doing so well so far. Let's see what he does.
And again, back into those, you want to keep these running teams in those 3rd and 7+ because it's a lot harder to pick up the first down when you're toting it.
Nasty streak out wide, though.
Look at Joe Thomas split wide right now. Morse in motion, wide right. Can the nasty streaks get a first down for Vis? Handoff, Portis, he runs left side. Nowhere to go. NickHacko's defense, the story to start the game.
Great defense. You had both nasty streaks out wide. He ran up the middle. Very interesting. Kind of looked like Joe Thomas was wide open. I don't know if he could catch that, if he does throw to him, but interesting start. Great defense.
Can we get a check on Joe Thomas's catch rating? Whether he can do it. How about Dion with the spin move and great field position for NickHacko. Not the best punt we've ever seen, and NickHacko will start on the right side of the 50.
Yeah, you're going to see, like I said, a lot of sweeps. He has Aaron Rodgers at quarterback. He doesn't have escape artist. Rodgers does have the fastest release in the game, so he can still throw. But with West Coast Book, you are going to see I-form wing, I-form tight, not just gun bunch. And when he goes to gun bunch, it's going to be a lot of audibling to dive and stretch. It's not going to be the traditional escape artist, max protect, and roll out. And it's funny because I was watching NickHacko's Twitch yesterday, his past broadcast, and like 5 days ago, he had games there, and he was running escape artist, completely different scheme than this. So I don't know if it was just meant to throw his opponents off to get like wrong footage, but it's not the offense that he's running now.
Well, and like we've seen guys change up their quarterbacks from, like Andrew Luck to Phillip Rivers. If that's actually what he was running, he's got to have a big mindset change that he doesn't have that mobility at the quarterback position.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is that Rodgers is not a lot of cat. He doesn't have any abilities. So what that means is you're going to have better defensive players to stop the run. His linebackers are juiced. He's going to need to stop the run, and he did on that first drive.
And he's going to hand it to Tyreek Hill out of that far formation, something we've seen a lot of success, 9 yards up the middle.
Yeah, I also want to say that this was addressed in the next update, is having athletic receivers running the ball. So that's going to be another change in the coming weeks. But for now, in salary cap, you don't usually have 2 running backs. So a lot of players like to get, again, their athletic players in when running 2 running back schemes, and that's what they're doing here with the far formation.
Yeah, we've seen Tyreek Hill, we've seen Dante Hall, a lot of wide receivers get the ball. How about Tyreek Hill one more time? Polamalu with the tackle, but Hill fights forward for 5.
And the biggest thing with that is that in salary cap, there's no injuries. So in a real life set, you don't really want Tyreek in the backfield a lot, even though he's so explosive, more so to get injured. But the fact that there's no injuries, you could effectively run that. But now he's going to go back to the Clinton Portis stretch dive concept.
All of my fellow franchise players at home going, oh, injuries. Don't get me started. First down and 10. Portis at the top of the eye. Hill in motion as Aaron Rodgers, big number 12 at quarterback. Stretch run. Portis right side trying to find some room. Bush in there on the tackle. Tillman in on the tackle.
So some small adjustment right there by Viss. He knew that he was going to do that motion back stretch right, and he moved his safety. It's something very subtle, but he manually moved his safety to stop that outside run. And if you don't manually move him, that stretches money to the right side. So great defense right there by Viss.
That voice you're hearing, voice of MaddenDaily.com, lights out on the call. No better person to be breaking down this offense. The man who makes tips and tricks for a living. Check him out. Make sure you take this wealth of information. Second down and 11.
Nick, I got you, man. Madden Daily.
I need your help, man, because I need as many tips as I can get. Portis, 20, 15, 10, 5. The first touchdown is NickHacko as Clinton Portis hits the edge and hits the house.
Great running the ball, again, in a passing playbook, but really effectively using the runs. Clinton Portis is his best player, and he is definitely utilizing him, getting that first touchdown.
A tale of 2 rushing offenses. Viss couldn't get anything going. NickHacko, he toted it all the way to the end zone.
Yeah, just a nice, safe drive right there. I mean, even if he would have just gotten 3 points, it would have been great because he gets the ball at half. But can't start a better game if you're Nick.
We talked about what it feels like if you're Viss having Drini backstage. As we take a look at this run one more time, easy peasy right around the edge. If you're Drini, though, how frustrating is it watching this game and going, man, I wish I could tell him that he missed something there. Man, I wish I was hitting his ear. Look at him. He can't believe what he's looking at.
Yeah, it's difficult trying to be like a passenger of your brother playing, but you gotta let him rock. You gotta let him adjust, and he definitely still has a lot of time to do so.
Portis.
Good hit.
Hard hitting. That was king with the play on Clinton Portis. That's Viss's best run of the day for 3 yards.
Yeah, and like I said, man, defensively, NickHacko has great defenders there to stop the run, and that is so far kind of causing an issue for Viss.
See if Viss makes any adjustments. Reminder, he's got a 10-cap quarterback in Matt Schaub, so it's not really an opportunity to air the ball out. Joe Thomas with nasty streak. Big 73, split wide right. Come back across the formation. Portis in the backfield. It's going to be Portis.
There we go.
Trying to find a hole, stumbling and bumbling. He'll only get 3. Not the cleanest run we've ever seen.
No, but you know what? That was actually something that is a positive because there was holes, and he stumbled a little bit. That is something that at least if I'm Viss, I'm seeing that I do have potential to start running. His nasty streaks did get to the second level, and they were ready to just destroy Nick's secondary players. So that was actually pretty solid right there.
Third down and 4 for Viss, down 7-0. That's going to take us to the end of the first. It is NickHacko. A short drive, but an effective drive. He found the end zone. Viss looking to respond.
Yeah, this is going to be a quick game. Both players looking to establish the run, so this is very important for Viss to get points here, especially with Nick getting the ball at half. So got to at least, find a way to get 3. And so far, so good. I would say, like I said, the last play didn't get a lot of yards, but you did start seeing the holes.
inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Who will get to represent the Saints in December at the club championship?
I just love the fact that he's just letting Joe Thomas just be wide open, just like saying, just throw to him.
I dare you.
I
dare you. 3rd and 4, hand off Portis. He's running towards those nasty streaks, and NickHacko was prepared. It's another 4th down.
This is the best run D so far I've seen within the last 2 days. 6 rushes, 3 yards. Just doing a heck of a job right there by Nick.
Another short punt. Trying to keep, I think that short punt, trying to keep Deion Sanders from being able to catch that on the run and make a play.
Yeah.
Because you're seeing he has to dive. He has to cover up that punt every time Sanders gets close to it. And now we get to see if Viss can find some sort of run defense to stop NickHacko.
Yeah, Nick is in the driver's seat right now. Like I said, he gets the ball at half. He can milk this whole clock, having a 2-possession lead with ball.
Oh, Tyreek Hill made a man miss, but just stumbled over the tackle. He'll pick up 3 on 1st down.
Yeah, good 3-yard run. If I'm Nick, I'm giving the ball to Clinton, though, because you can't afford a fumble right here. Like I said, driver's seat, getting 3 points is huge. You don't even really need a touchdown, so just give it to your best player. Here he's in the I-tight, running the dive stretch scheme.
Portis at the top of the eye, Tyreek Hill. He'll come in motion from the right to the left.
This is ready for the flip. No, he's not. No, he's not.
Ah, it's the run for Portis. Can Polamalu make a tackle?
Yeah.
There's your jukebox. He's past midfield. Little stop and go action. He's still on his hole. And he makes a close mistake. He's calling over an admin. I don't know what happened there.
Oh, no.
His controller died as he was going to hit the end zone. That's why he stopped. What a bad time. Check your batteries, boys and girls.
That was such a highlight, too. Oh, man. And when I mentioned that this was ready for the flip, he actually wasn't. He didn't move the safety. I said it on the first drive that this was ready for that run, and he wasn't there. And I don't know if he just forgot to move over his strong safety, but he didn't. And Nick had a heck of a run right there, and unfortunately his controller died. But
Pete, we've all been there. We've all had that big play, and then all of a sudden your quarterback stops moving, and you're like, you got to take the batteries out of the remote just to get your controller to back work again.
I had to look back at the time. I was like, wait, is there like, did he do that on purpose? But no, there's no way. And oh man, but still, driver's seat, still in great position, running the ball very, very well. Viss got to find a way to get a stop here.
Yeah, if you're Viss, what do you do to maybe just calm down a little bit? Your offense hasn't really worked. Your defense hasn't really worked. It's still only 7-0.
He's got to make some adjustments. Here, Nick is going into the far tight. Reason why he's going to this again is because Clinton is tired. You always have to see, is he yellow? Okay, now I'm going to run Tyreek up the middle.
And if you're Viss, you got to know that's coming. It's Tyreek Hill. Users over with Denzel Ward, makes the tackle, but Hill still able to pick up 6.
Good defense. Storm brave, a little 3-4 odd. Gotta consistently try. I mean, that was 6 yards. Wow, I thought that was a little bit less. Maybe not so good defense. Viss he's gotta find a way.
Well, Tyreek Hill was able to fall forward, sort of rolled over Denzel Ward and Jadavian Clowney on the tackle. 2nd down and 4, back into that far close formation. Probably looking at once again, Tyreek Hill getting a carry, 2 wide split to the left side. And it's going to be Hill up the middle. This time, Danny Shelton makes the play. 3rd and 2, a big opportunity for Viss to get a little confidence.
Yeah, and I'm fully expecting, yes, okay, so Nick is going to bring that down to the 2-minute warning. Got to try to stretch this 2 minutes out. He's very close to scoring here, but he's probably just going to keep running the ball. If he goes to bunch, maybe a little bit of sweep. He's going to I for him here. Yeah, this is a big play. It's a very big play. 3rd and 2.
Saints Club Championship. So happy to have you along with us. Nick Mazesko, lights out on the call. 2-minute warning. It's only 7-0, but it's really been all NickHacko. He's got the ball and driving. 3rd and 2 from the 15-yard line.
Expect a halfback. Ooh. RPO?
Yeah, a little stretch alert looky. It is indeed. It's a handoff to Portis. He's able to evade the tackle and gets to the 5-yard line. I thought he was stopped in the backfield, but Clinton Portis looking like Houdini out there.
He would love the touchdown there, but again, able to waste a little bit more clock. And I keep stretching the importance of the fact that he's going to get the ball at half. So Vis got to hold him to 3, but he's probably not going to get much time, especially as a runner. Not a quarterback pass ball. If Vitz gets a minute left, he's not going to really be able to do much.
Welcome to the risk reward of running the 10 cap QB. If you do get down, if your game plan doesn't go as expected, you don't really have a backup. Still plenty of time left, though. Gonna flip the play, put Portis on the right side. John Ross out there. Tyreek Hill at fullback. Play clock running down under 5. As NickHacko looking to go up by 2 scores. Give it to Tyreek. Tries to find the right side, but Denzel Ward in the gap.
Yeah, great D, but again, Nick is perfectly fine with that because he's just chewing the clock. He's chewing the clock. If he could get a touchdown here with ball, great. Field goal, 10-0. Still in the driver's seat.
2nd and goal for NickHacko from the 4-yard line. In the gun bunch now. And he's gonna hand it to Portis, cuts it up the middle. Once again, the interior of that Vis defense able to get a stop.
Way to bounce back by Vis. And now it's gonna, I wonder if Nick is gonna try to pass the ball here. Maybe go with, I know that his gun, he's an eye tight. He has a red zone passing play that I've seen him use, but he's electing to run it, looks like.
3rd and goal. Hill in motion from right to left. Portis at the top of the eye. Can NickHacko extend the lead to 2 touchdowns, or will Vis get a much-needed stop? It's Portis outside, nowhere to go. Vis able to get a major defensive play to keep Portis out of the end zone.
Yeah, that was a game-saving couple of plays right there. It's going to be 10-0 again. Vis isn't going to have much time unless he gets like a 60, 70-yard run, but at least it is a manageable game. Oh, wait a second.
No, he's got to go for it. He's looking to...
No, he's just wasting the clock. There's no way.
He's going to use all this clock. Audibles back to the pistol. And remember, NickHacko is going to get the ball to start the 2nd half.
Yep.
So for Vis, he's looking up at that clock going, man, I know it seems like I got 2 quarters. There just ain't that much time. As 1 second left on the play clock. Nick will take a timeout, and he will attempt a short 24-yard chip shot from the left hash mark. Kick is up, it is good. 10-0, and yet, Pete, it feels like it could be 21-0 the way NickHacko's been playing.
Right, he's in full control. I do want to mention, though, that like if I was in NickHacko's shoes right now, 24 seconds left is scary in Madden 20 just because he has 2 nasty streaks. So it's hard to tell what defense to call. Do you stay with your aggressive run D, or do you back it off and let him get a couple chunky yards and let the clock keep dripping? It's difficult, though, with 2 nasty streaks.
At the same time, if you're NickHacko, you're also sitting there going, I've stopped everything.
Right.
I mean, Vis hasn't been able to get a 1st down. I mean, that's so rare to see a running offense not able to pick up a 1st down.
I know, but a lot of the run Ds are aggressive, blitzing the gaps. You get to the 2nd level with 2 nasty streaks, it could be a house call, so we'll see.
19 seconds on the clock, no timeouts remaining for Vis. Joe Thomas wide right with that nasty streak. Morse on the right side as well with the 2nd nasty streak. Play clock down under 6 seconds. And it's going to be Portis, stretch run right side. He stayed aggressive, and Portis had nowhere to go. 7 carries, -1 yard.
I would really like to see Vis run to the direction of both nasty streaks. I know he wants to mix it up, but he had Joe Thomas on the left, and he ran right, and I feel like he's done that a few times already. I want to see both lined up on one side of the field, go with an overload, maybe a strong eye wing, run the stretch, and see what they could do, both blocking on the same side.
Halftime here in the Saints Club Championship Final. It's 10-0. Look who's been watching. It's Vis's brother, Drini. He's got some action later today. Taking on Jay himself in the Jaguars Club Championship Final. Right now, though, Drini's locked in on Vis.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a good one. But Vis is still in the game. 10-0. Obviously, he's going to need some type of stop defensively. Hopefully, a turnover score. Force Nick to pass. Get him a little bit uncomfortable. In this game, Madden 20, you can throw picks, and when you throw picks, a lot of the times it is the other way to the house. That's what Vis is going to need to bounce back here.
10 minutes of Madden NFL 20 is plenty of game time, but it is all NickHacko in the 1st half. 10-0 the lead, and now he gets the ball to start the 2nd half. Whoa, listen.
Hey.
Sims isn't meant to be a returner, okay? Check his kick return rating. He wasn't meant to catch that one. Looking like me out there playing. Like, oh, the sun got in my eyes. Hey, Sims, you're in a dome.
Hey, at least he didn't fumble. So we'll see right now, 15-yard line. Got a long way to go.
Look at that yardage. 120 for NickHacko, -1 for Vis. Dominant performance so far as Tyreek Hill will pick up 3.
Good tackle right there by Troy. And I do like how Vis has his defense set up, where he has his best 3 players all in the middle, the 2 linebackers and the safety, you know, forcing Nick to stretch it out. He's going a bunch here. See if he actually passes.
Haven't seen him pass yet. Haven't seen one run out of the gun bunch.
We'll look for a motion slant right here, a motion slant, deep cross, skinny post. This is Nick's favorite play when he had escape artist.
Hill in motion, and he's going to drop back to pass. Rodgers waiting, looking. He's got the slant. It's Tyreek Hill. He may be used as a decoy a lot, but when you need him to come up with a big play, the Kansas City Chief does.
I mean, it's just proven the fact that that Nick can pass if he needs to, and right there was the time he kind of sort of needed to, and that is his money setup. And like I said, with escape artist, that setup is so much better. But Aaron Rodgers having that fast release, you know, even if pressure is coming at him, he can make those quick throws. Great first down right there.
Under 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Vis's defense needs a stop, needs to step up. Bunch to the right side, Ross alone on the left side, Clinton Portis. Now gonna flip to the right hip of Aaron Rodgers.
I like the auto flip by Vis.
Will Portis be able to break a big one? He takes the carry, left side, tries to get around the edge. Bush making a play, Clowney making a play. Portis picks up 3.
Good defense in the nickel normal. I'm assuming if Nick stays in gun bunch, he's going to have to start passing, because that nickel normal with auto flip on, he's never going to have the numbers in the run game, because every time he flips, the nickel back is going to follow the slot receiver.
Keeps the advantage in run defense.
As you see.
That nickel back follows Tyreek Hill to the right side.
Look for a double drag post. This is another nice setup.
Oh, mesh concept over the middle. Vance McDonald at tight end. Nick using all the clock as well. Pressure, can't get away from it. Finally, Vince's defense with a big play as Lawrence Taylor comes around the edge.
And like I said, I watched Nick play a few days ago, and he had escape artist, and you would be able to take off in that situation. I'm surprised he's going out of his game plan. He had such a successful first half running the ball, and now he's in these 3 receiver sets. And I feel like if he just would have stayed in the eye tights and things like that, he would have had a better first drive of the second half.
Boy, Vis can get off the field here.
He's looking for a 1-play touchdown to the skinny post, by the way, right side.
Hill in motion. Rodgers dropping back, 4-man rush from Vis. He hits Hill underneath on the drag. Not a great click on for Ward. He'll pick up a good chunk of that 3rd and 17, and on 4th and 6. Decision time as Draney's getting nervous.
Yeah, that was what he needed to get done right there on 3rd down, making this 4th down very manageable. 6 yards, a slant works, a drag cutting up the field a little bit works, a smart routed hitch. There's a lot you could do to get 6 yards, but he's deciding to punt.
How much confidence do you think that shows for NickHacko going, I've held him to -1 yard so far. Take the ball. I'm up 10. I don't think you can score.
Right, and it's also not giving Vis as much momentum, because if Vis would have got the stop right there, his juices would be flowing a little bit more, guaranteed field goal. So he's going to punt the ball and play some D.
As Anger punts this one away, and look, that's Troy Polamalu back receiving this punt. He'll get a couple yards, and now we get to see Vis's first offensive drive on the second half. Pete, if you're in his shoes, what sort of adjustments are you making at halftime, knowing you don't have a quarterback to pass the ball?
I just want to see him run to the side of the nasty streaks. Like right here, just go stretch left. Let them make plays.
There's your stretch left.
Oh,
Portis can't get anywhere as Deion Sanders shoots the gap and makes a tackle.
I mean, it was a good decision running that way, but better run D. So it's just credit to Nick.
10-0 the score. Whole lot of action still to come. So happy to have you guys along with us. Nick Mazesko lights out game number 1. It's the Saints Club Championship Final. -5 yards for Vis on offense. It has been dominant from NickHacko. Joe Thomas getting his cardio in. Portis right side, makes a couple miss, but Troy Polamalu, the third man to the play, makes the tackle.
Now, I know we don't see Nick's defensive play art, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's blitzing everyone. You see how he's not respecting Joe Thomas on the motion at all. He's probably blitzing them, and that's why he's getting such penetration both inside and outside with this run D.
A familiar position for Vis, a 3rd and long. Almost at the end of the 3rd, under 20 seconds left. Clock starting to become a factor. Matt Schaub at quarterback. Bush in motion, the linebacker. From left to right. He's going to hand it to Clinton Portis, trying to find some room. Makes one man miss.
Come on, man.
Boy, it feels like NickHacko's got 14 players out there on defense.
10 rushes, -8. Man, and that's the difference between, let's say, Drini. He's running the ball very well, but he could also pass. And for anyone that's only using a run game as the main way, if it gets shut down, it's just going to be so hard to bounce back because you don't have a quarterback. And when you don't have a quarterback, when you don't have receiving options, your defensive player, your opponent, could just blitz everybody to stop the run.
Don't forget, coming up next, the Madden 19 Challenge Champion is in action. Kretobin taking on Alexander Williams in the Titans Club Championship Final. Scott Cole and Pavin will have the call. A full day of club action, and we're so happy you are along with us for the ride. 10-0 NickHacko, and it feels like it could be 40-0 the way he's locked down Vis on defense. And now he's going to be looking just to use as much clock as he can and put this game out of reach.
It's motion back and forth.
Dickerson doing Pilates on the line. Stretch run. Portis cuts it back inside. He'll pick up maybe a yard.
Good D right there. Just trying to think what would be more important, just draining the clock and taking 3 or actually going for the touchdown here. I think he's just going to elect to drain as much clock as possible, especially with the way he's playing defense.
Yeah, I mean, Vis doesn't have positive yards on the day.
Right.
And again, we're back to the risk of a 10-cap quarterback. He needs to throw the ball, and he doesn't have the players to do it. Tyreek Hill right up the middle. He's got a lot of room. 30, little swerve, shimmy shake for Tyreek, the freak into the end zone. It is all NickHacko in the Saints Club Final.
Oh, the controller didn't go down on that one. What a run, what a highlight by NickHacko. He is showing out, very impressive first game.
Not what Vis was hoping for, and the farthest that he has gotten so far. As NickHacko also, with his best performance in a club championship, looks like he's well on his way to representing the New Orleans Saints in December back here in Redwood City. This one more time. So simple right up the middle with Tyreek Hill, but the stick work down the field has got him to the end zone.
Yeah, beautiful stick work, a little stop and go action with Hill. And it's kind of making a little bit more sense on how he defeated Allen yesterday. And I also seen that he defeated Tweez in the online portion to get here. Very good player. I don't know if a lot of people are sleeping on him, but you definitely shouldn't. NickHacko is playing great, both stopping the run, running, and a little bit of passing.
And NickHacko, another one of those players, lost his very first game, and then went to the losers bracket and won 4 in a row. A lot of momentum. He's actually now won 6 in a row, assuming this result holds. Look at that stat line. 11 carries, -8 yards for Clinton Portis. I didn't know that was possible.
It's just tough, man, and I wouldn't be too upset if I'm Vis. It's just you come here with this type of game plan, and it's, you know, if you could run the ball effectively, great, but if you can't, there's just not much you could adjust to.
Backwards again, 12 carries, -15 yards. Pete, as a pro player, how frustrating is it to know you're in a box and there's nothing you can do? Is that more frustrating than a close game loss, or is this just one of those you go, listen, man, he played better. He got me.
Yeah, this one, like I said, like it's not really a chess match. It's just like, by the way, good run, but pretty much it's, I got these guys. I got 2 big bruising, nasty streak. I'm looking to get more physical. I'm looking to run the ball. That's the game plan. If it doesn't work, there's really not much of an adjustment. There's not really a chess match. It's just, hey, I want to run, and if I can't, good game.
I've got my best offense. If you can stop me, you're going to win.
Yeah, it's a plan A, and strictly plan A.
There's no A1, there's no B, C, it is just plan A, and NickHacko was prepared for plan A. 4th and 7 for Vis. have a feeling we might see Clinton Portis. Can he get 7 yards, which would put him in positive numbers? It's Portis, nowhere to go. Ray Lewis in the backfield. And it looks like Viss is going to finish with negative offensive yards in this run meta that so many people were saying is unstoppable.
Yeah, and it's more of a credit to Nick than Viss playing poorly. It's just, he's running the runs that got him here, right? He's running the meta runs, the stretches, the dives, the proper motions, with the 2 nasty streaks. He did everything he could to run the ball, and Nick still had a great D. And I really, really love the fact that Nick switched it up. Again, I watched him a few days ago on Twitch. He had a completely different team, a completely different offense, passing the ball with escape artists. No, he changed it up because he knew he needed a better defense, more cap spent on that side of the ball to stop the run, and that's exactly what he did for this game.
2-minute warning, all but final. It's all NickHacko. Madden 18, he was in the online playoffs for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Madden 19, he was a Chiefs semifinalist. In Madden 20, he's going to be representing the New Orleans Saints in December. Each and every year an improvement. Hill up the middle. Nobody home. One more touchdown for NickHacko. An exclamation point on what has been a phenomenal performance.
Yeah, just an A+ game right there by NickHacko. And I'm looking at the NFC South. And again, a lot of veterans, a lot of great players. Something about the NFC South in football in the NFL is you don't really know how the division's going to go. So as NickHacko wins this, he doesn't really know who he's going to play yet until the NFL season, completes.
All right, because in December, for those who are just tuning in, they're matched up based on the real-life standings through Week 15.
Right.
There's still 4 weeks of NFL football. And that NFC South, the Falcons are on a charge right now. The Saints look like they're the top of the division, but who knows what happens. The Buccaneers seem like some weeks they're scoring 50 points, some week they're scoring none. Who knows how that's going to shake out and who NickHacko will match up with.
Exactly. So let's come on, Viss. Let's get one on the board.
Let's get into positive yards, man. 15 carries, negative 11 yards. The box. He's got a couple boxes looking like a U-Haul store out here. 24-0.
Hey, man, for anyone that needs to stop the run, I would definitely try to get in touch with NickHacko.
Watch this game,
crazy.
Talk to him. Talk so much about Torini, who'll be playing later today, how his defense is going, but NickHacko's saying, hey, man.
Check me out.
In the words of Master Gamer, I may have the best run defense in the game. 2nd and 12, Portis are on the outside. Oh, it may just be a consolation prize, but he'll get into positive yardage as Clinton Portis with 1:10 to go. Down 24, finally rips a big gain.
Yeah, end the game on a positive note. Get some points on the board. You're going to be back for the next event. And just a really impressive club for Viss. Even with him not winning this, it's just a good step in the proper direction to move on. I would not be upset if I'm Viss. I really wouldn't.
And Viss at this point just trying to break up the shutout. There've only been 4 shutouts in the club championship finals. Trying to avoid being number 5.
I don't even think it's about the points. I think it's just about putting a good drive together to be like, I can't get it done as he does.
Portis tries to make Palomalu miss. He'll take a timeout. He's looking for 6. Something positive to come out of this Saints Club Championship final.
I want to see a pass. I want to see a pass to one of the nasty streaks. That's what I want to see.
Portis, right side. He'll find the end zone. The shutout is broken. As Viss is looking at Clinton going, oh, it might be a little too late, but thanks for finding the end zone finally.
So I wonder if Nick just didn't do exactly the same thing as the previous drives, or did Viss just figure something out a little too late? I'm curious to see what happened right there. Is Viss maybe regretting maybe some of the runs he could have went to earlier on that he just used as he ripped off a nice amount of yards right there, getting the touchdown.
Pour one out for Nasty Streak. The new patch changing how Nasty Streak works. Looks like NickHacko had it solved. He's going, don't patch it. I got this Nasty Streak figured out. 24-6. Oh, we're going to see Matt Schaub in the passing attack, perhaps.
Come on, throw it to Joe.
Oh, all I want is a Joe Thomas corner out. Give Big Joe his moment. He's been so good. Aiken split wide left. Portis in the backfield. He's going to give it to Portis, and something we've seen a lot of. Portis stopped in the backfield. It'll stay 24-6.
It's a great overall game by Nick. Can't really say anything negative about the game he just played. It was just outstanding. And again, I tip my hat off to Vis. You know, even though he didn't do that well this game, still very impressive making it here, one game away from winning his club, and just got to bounce back.
And NickHacko has put the entire 32-man field on notice that he is here to win.
Oh, yeah.
Knees, and GG's. What a game from NickHacko, complete dominance. He will be your Saints Club champion 24-6. Run defense, run offense. It all went the way of NickHacko. Taking a look at these highlights. And if you're a fan of NickHacko, you're going to see a lot of him as Clinton Portis found some room on the left side.
Just keeping it simple, giving it to your best player, running the ball on offense against stops on D.
Drini can't believe what he's watching. It was 10-0 when Tyreek Hill gave a little shimmy shake.
Stop and go right there. Nice stick work.
And it was nothing going right for Vis, trying to get Clinton Portis going. More impressive than the offense, it was the defense from NickHacko.
Oh, yeah, the defense stood out. One of the best run defensive performances I've seen this year. Just completely shut it down with 2 nasty streaks. Super impressive.
NickHacko, your Saints Club champion. Let's see how it shook out. NickHacko takes down Allen, takes down Vis, and he will represent the Saints. And most importantly, he's standing over there with our own Evan Rayner.
All right, well, so exciting here. Just catching up with my man, NickHacko, who is the champion here of the Saints. Congratulations on your victory.
Thank you very much.
You know, this is an awesome moment for you. You've been playing your best Madden ever. Why do you think you've gotten into such a good run here?
Honestly, run defense, run defense, run defense. That's all everybody does is run the ball. Having good run defense is so important.
You don't have that type of energy where, you know, you feel like you're going to come at you. Some guys capping over there nonstop throughout the game.
Right.
You were pretty inside yourself, focused. Is that a part of your game plan, just keeping it focused on the game, not about any of the other stuff?
Yeah, I don't want to get out of my game, you know, start just doing random things like that. So, yeah, just stay focused the whole time.
I like that. But speaking of your defense, which is pretty good, let's take a look at the wall. You had some pretty impressive run defense. And in fact, you kept him to negative yards all the way into that very last drive in the fourth.
Right. It was just a lot of preparation. Last night, I knew he was going to run 2 nasty streaks. So we were up there all night just preparing for it.
And what does that look like for someone who doesn't get to peel behind the curtain for a Madden player? What does that prep look like? Just running with somebody you trust?
Yeah, running with someone you trust, getting in practice mode, running what you know they're going to run, and just trying to find defense for it.
Well, you know, you had a guy who was labbing against one of the better players in the Madden scene ever, Drini, right? So you knew you were coming in against somebody who was prepared. Did it surprise you how well you did today, knowing that he was labbing with an all-time great?
No, not really. I knew my run defense would be fine, to be honest. I just needed to make sure he didn't break anything crazy.
Well, it seems like you definitely have done a great job of that. Prospects of the club championship now, looking ahead as you have now secured your spot representing the Saints?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just excited.
You've tripled your career earnings in one game today. How does that feel?
It feels great. I'm excited.
All right, congratulations, man. Thank you so much for being here. We've got NickHacko. He's the Saints champion. He's going to head off and get ready because we've got more.